everyone, welcome to another how-to. My name is Jess and I am here today to help you with Canvas. So Canvas is something that a lot of schools are using, especially within my school district. We are using Canvas for all the things as it relates to online learning, except for our actual virtual, like recorded streaming lessons. Those are done through Teams, but all the content and everything stands here. So this session today is going to be my first installment of Canvas how-tos, and this one's just going to cover the very basics of Canvas, of settings and the side yellow bar here, as well as the right-hand side going into a course. And then the next video we'll get into some specifics. So let's go ahead and start. On the left-hand side here, you see the main, I call this the main dashboard, but you term it whatever you want. The account will tell you all the things about your account. So for example, if you want to manage different notifications, then here is where you can do that. And you can have them emailed to you of, don't send anything to me, send me a weekly summary, send me a daily summary, or notify me right now. And you'll see this legend and key right up here. So just go down, figure out what works for you, and you can change these at any time. Additionally, you have other things on here, such as your own settings. Now, these are your personal settings, and sometimes these might sync up to your school or your district, depending on how your county tech team organizes it. So here's also the approved integrations from my district. They said that I can use Commons, which I will show you Commons in another video, O365, and Roll Call. There's some other features on here that I can use as well. If you notice, this blue side right here with these links are the same as if I was to click that. Dashboard takes you to the main dashboard view of all of your classes. Courses just puts that into a course list. It can also show you all courses. So these are all the courses that you are teaching, your future enrollments that are not yet published. You will just see the list of you here, whereas Dashboard has the icon view here. This other thing is that there's a calendar. I will show you how to operate calendar in another video, but this first one, you just get to see what it's like. So the very basics, if you want to see specific calendars, you click over here on the right-hand side, and that shows you what's going on in each calendar. Then you've got the inbox. The inbox is just the messaging system that's on Canvas. This is not a chat system as if you were chatting with students in like an instant chat. This takes the shape of email. The Commons is the online search place where you can find multiple different classes, as well as assignments, quizzes, discussions, really resources that other teachers and people such as staff developers or administrators publish so you can download. I will walk you through Commons in another video. Lastly, there's the help button. This help button tells you that you can have an instant chat with Canvas, Canvas support hotline. You can report a problem, ask the community, submit a feature idea, training services portal, and COVID-19 Canvas resources. Now, I will suggest that if you have a district or a school where you need to follow through with your tech department prior to moving to Canvas support, do that first, because it might be something on their end that they can fix rather than inundating Canvas with a lot of how-tos or I need help with something. Try to go that route first. And then lastly, on this, you've got this back button, and that takes you just right there. It'll extend the screen, shrink the screen. So I don't know if you noticed that. I'll do it one more time. On the yellow column, spells it out, doesn't spell it out. All right, so we're going to go back to Dashboard. And I'm going to just click into this published course that we did over the summer. And what you see here on the left-hand side is you see a bunch of blue hyperlinks. Announcements, pages, assignments, all of the different hyperlinks. The one hyperlink we are going to specifically look at is the settings. So, for example, if I don't want a student to see the chat, I want to hide the chat from a student, go into settings, go into navigation, and you see chat, you can click it and drag it down, and it's there. Make sure to click save. Go back to home. You will see there is no chat in this blue column anymore. Now, what happens if you want students to see chat? Go to settings, scroll back up, chat. We're going to put it at the bottom, and you're going to see right underneath here, it will save. And it's there. So what happens if we have files down here and modules down here when we open up the navigation page? You will notice that over here, the files and modules are disabled, not visible to students. So if you have this eye with the cross in it, that just means that the kids cannot see that. But in order to get them to see this, all you do is you follow the same process. You'd go to settings, you'd click navigation, and then you'd just click and drag them up and put them where you want. So you can click and drag, or you can click these three dots right here, click it, and I'm going to say move. I want to move them at the top. So move it. Modules is now at the top. If I want it under home, move, after, home, move. It's that simple to do that. And then the last thing on the right-hand side that I want to show you, especially when you're in settings. So let me go back to the normal home page for settings. Is the share to columns, student view, course statistics, and all of this good stuff over here. So the import and exporting course will be a completely separate video, but this on the right-hand side is some pretty basic settings. So for example, the student view, it shows you what students will see in Canvas. So this is what the kids will see. The other option is when you leave student view, you can also import from Commons, which will be a separate video, choose a home page. So let's say I wanted this introduction to the Coaching Institute to be the home page. You click choose a home page, course modules, or I could choose one of these if I want. And you get this view by looking at pages. So really quick, I'm going to go back to settings. And then over here, you also have the course calendar. So that's for the individual course, while the calendar on the left-hand side is for all of your courses. So I'll show you a comparison. Notice this box is the only one that's checked. However, if you want to see Coaching Institute plus others, you simply check on the box. So if I go back to settings, you can also see the course statistics. Course statistics, it's just great simple data, totals, assignments, students, and file storage. One of the great things about the students is that you can see exactly who logged on last. So I'm going to look at the first person, and it tells you exactly what this person has done and when. You can see that 8:15 a.m., 8 a.m., 12:27, 12:11. You could do more details, and this tells you what membership that this student belongs to for your courses, and that this student can view students in any course section. So we will talk about sections also in another video. You can look at grades, send message, interactions report, access report, and analytics. If you click analytics there, it comes up with really pretty bar graphs and charts to help break some of the data down. There's not much here because we didn't spend a lot of time within this course. So if I go back, I can either click the back button or I can just click back up here, and it'll take me back to the modules view. The last thing I want to show you about settings, I think I said last earlier, but this works, is you've also got sections, navigation, apps, and feature options. We already looked at navigation, but the course details in itself just says when the course starts and when it ends. This might be pre-populated by your district and by your school. So be careful not to really mess with any of this unless you absolutely have to. The sections as well is you could add a new course section. Again, sometimes this might already be pre-populated for you. Navigation, we went over that. Apps are all the apps that you might have access to, but just because you might have access to doesn't mean you do have access to them, because some of them require subscriptions. So the ones that are not installed are a lot for me. However, the ones that are installed in my Canvas settings are available to me. So O365, Nearpod, News ELA, BrainPop, those are things I have all personally used in the past quite frequently. So some things like that you might have access to, but again, it would be a permissions, it would be a site license. So it's all the things talking together, which is important to why it is important to reach out to your tech department before you contact Canvas, because it could be something that's specifically related to your tech department. So that's it for this Canvas how-to video. This will also be the longest video. Apologies for that. Everything else I will try to chunk separately. So thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.